Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel, DaringDeen vlog. So it's 15th of December 2025 and we're in Makkah, and I will give you a review about Swissotel Al Maqam, and also I will compare it to Swissotel Makkah. Both are part of Al Accor, and I'm also a member of Al Accor, and I will give you a short review and the bad experience I had at this hotel. So we arrived uh, before, just after 9 o'clock. I think it was about 20 past 9 or something, or just around that time. And to my surprise and shock, when we were entering the hotel, I just noticed on my app that they cancelled my reservation, which I booked like back in September, and the reason I did that because to get a better price, because if you book it around December or in November, the prices go high. So it's 8 of us for 2 rooms, and they cancelled both our rooms just with a matter of few hours, because when we were on our way from London, uh, the reservation was still there, and when we arrived in Makkah, the reservation was cancelled. So I went to the reception, and when they said cancel, I said why, and they said the payment didn't go through. Now, this is a common story that I've heard on our way. The person who dropped us at the airport, he said his experience with not Al Maqam but Swissotel Makkah, he booked through booking.com, and his reservation was also cancelled when he approached the hotel. I think his reservation was cancelled, and there was all sorts of issues that he had to face. And also I read online some of the reviews, they had the same issue. Now I don't know is this a thing with these hotel chains or what, but they put people in trouble when they do this, because if you cancel someone's reservation, you should notify them immediately. What they did not notify me at all. And when I told the receptionist, the lady said, no, they've notified me by email. I said, no, you did not. Then she said, no, they did. And then I challenged them, and I told them to check your email and show me the evidence that you sent me an email, because I haven't got it. Then she checked, and she couldn't find any email suggesting that they've sent me a notification about the cancellation of the reservation. And so I was going back and forth with her, and then she said that she saw that I was not letting this issue slide by, because I've got injured knees, and I'm traveling with my disabled parents and my wife, children, and nephew, niece. There's 8 of us, and we're tired, and we can't just stand around or sit around the reception and argue with them. And we're really tired. We're in Ihram, and it was terrible. And so she called the manager. The manager came and then said, okay, so you are a member of Oloka, so we're going to honor you the reservation. Because had he not done that, then I would have had to pay the current price, which would be double what I was supposed to pay. So he said he'd honor the original reservation, but I would have to pay for the previous night. I don't want to argue with him anymore, because it was already getting late, and at least we can have breakfast, because before 10:30 I think you can have the breakfast, which comes with the hotel price. So I didn't want to argue with them, because I've got my elderly parents with me. So I said yes. Now a new problem started to emerge out of nowhere. Every time I tried to pay the hotel fees with my cards, debit card or credit card, it kept rejecting. I mean, almost all of them. I got really tired. I mean, their system wouldn't accept any of my cards, and it's not that anything was wrong with at my end, because I already notified my cards and my bank that I would be going to foreign country, Saudi Arabia, and I would be using my cards. So it wasn't from my end, it was from their end, because one or two cards rejected, that's okay, but if everything starts getting rejected, then that's another story. So what was I supposed to do? There were 8 of us, so we all had to chip in with our cash, and they accept cash, so we gave some cash, and another problem started. We had some £50 notes. So the new, as you know, UK £50 notes. There's a new £50 note that's come out, which has Prince Charles's, well, not Prince Charles, King Charles's image on the note, and the previous ones were Queen Elizabeth's image. So the machine accepts Queen Elizabeth, the older £50 note, and the new one it keeps rejecting. This was unbelievable. I got really frustrated, I told them, this is the new note, new £50 note. Why should your system reject it? And the lady was clueless, and she couldn't answer anything. And now I'm out of funds, and I didn't know how to pay the hotel fees until I randomly just asked her to use my cards again, and this time the system, the payment system accepted my cards. So I paid for 3 nights. I paid with my cards, with 3 different cards, because I wasn't sure which one would be accepted and which one would be rejected, and the rest I paid with cash. And now that's all fine. I didn't complain at that time, but then on my spare time, I realized that I was overcharged, because when I paid cash, the way the exchange rate, they charged me their own exchange rate, which is quite higher than or the banks outside, or the money exchange in Saudi Arabia or anywhere else. So I realized that when I paid with my cards, the 3 nights were much cheaper, and when I paid with pound sterling, it was much higher. So I think they overcharged me by at least £500 in my calculation. Okay, so I'll get into that a little bit later. Let me just show you all the distance between Swissotel Al Maqam, Makkah, to Masjid Al Haram, and also I'll show you the bedrooms, and also I'll show you a comparison between Swissotel Makkah and Swissotel Al Maqam. So as you can see Masjid Al Haram from here. So it's not far at all. It's only about 3 minutes walk. You got Al Baik fast food on your left, and pharmacy, and on the left as well. A couple of them actually. And on your right, there's McDonald's. There's another fast food, which I can't remember the name. Okay, so the location is very good, because they have a side entrance, so the lifts aren't too busy. If it was directly from the clock tower, then it would have been very busy because of the shopping mall. But alhamdulillah, the distance is very close, and it's convenient for most people. So I have no complaints about the location. That's all fine, and it's a bright sunny day. It's not as it's not going to be hot as summer, but it's kind of, the temperature is normal, and the weather is good, alhamdulillah. So we got to Masjid al-Haram in a few minutes. So it took us, I couldn't record the entire thing, but we got there in a few minutes. So this is the so-called bathroom for the quadruple room. So as you can see, it's really tiny. Look at the shower area, just tucked in between the toilet and the washing basin. It's terrible. I mean, you can't call it a bathroom for a 5-star hotel. It looks like a 2-star. I mean, it's so tiny. It's unbelievable. And this is their quadruple room. I mean, what they did is their twin room is the same size, so as the triple room. They just put in a extra bed and they call it quadruple room, and they charge you so much money. I mean, would you call this a five star hotel, a bedroom for 5-star hotel? So I'm gonna show you a video clips from 2023 October when we went to Swissotel Makkah. So you're gonna see the difference between the bedrooms and the distance. So this is the footage from back in October 2023, and where I think we're on I can't remember which floor actually, to be honest. So we're heading towards our hotel room. I think we're following the concierge. Yeah, so we're just looking for our room. We booked 2 bedrooms, and this time in 2025 we also booked 2 bedrooms actually. So I'm just going to show you the bedrooms of Swissotel Makkah. So look at this bedroom. Look at how neat and tidy and clean it looks. Alhamdulillah, we didn't have any issues. The bathroom is decent. The shower has a seat. It's not tucked away like a tiny little thing, and the bedrooms are clean, beautiful. Nothing compared to Swissotel Al Maqam. Honestly speaking, Swissotel Makkah rooms are much better than Al Maqam. As you can see, this is city view rooms, and we got Al Maqam. We got the same city view, but it feels like it's like a 3-star or 2-star hotel when it comes to Swissotel Al Maqam, and did not like it actually, to be honest. They charged us too much, and this is the walking distance. We're on our way to Masjid al Haram from Swissotel Makkah, and we're just passing through. We've got Al Ghufran Hotel on the left of Safa Tower. So a few days later, I went to the reception, and they had a dedicated all-code desk. So I went there, and there was a lady sitting. So I told her everything, that how I was overcharged, and then she brought her manager. I think his name was Faisal. I sort of told the guy about everything, and he kept on denying. We had back and forth arguments, and then in the end, when I showed him some evidence, he said that yes, maybe we have overcharged you. I said how much? He said almost 2,500 riyals. So he said that a manager will contact me via telephone, and I will get my refund soon. Now, they said they'll issue me a refund, and I knew I was right. So I'm going to share some evidence. £473.99 for one night for 2 rooms. Again, £473.99 for another night. £476 and 85p for another night. So that's 3 nights. And then they charge me cash 5,750 for 7 nights, 2 rooms. So was I overcharged? Just have a look at the figures. £7,174 and 83 pence is what I paid for 10 nights in total, which should have been 6,500 or close to that figure, according to their own app, Accor app. But here they explain that it's still payments may be different. It might be slightly more. I mean, how much more? Is it gonna be £600 more, £500 more? It can't be that much of a difference, can it? I mean, their hotel rate. What is that rate? Their hotel money exchange rate is more, then it should be slightly more, not like £500 more. Does this make any sense to anyone? So I waited, and there was no phone calls or anything, and I found the guy again. I think when I was walking through their reception, or in front of the lifts, I can't remember exactly where. But in the hotel area, I found the guy, and he said that someone had phoned me, but I wasn't in the room. So I said no. I went to the haram, so I couldn't receive his call. So he said that I'll probably get it tomorrow, the refund. Okay, so I said that's fine. But I didn't hear anything from them. So the following day, I think I went back to their reception, the court desk, and I saw Faisal. I think his name is Faisal again, and I told him about the refund. I didn't receive any calls or anything. So what's going on? He completely changed his tune, and he said that I wasn't entitled for a refund because he claims that they did make a mistake. That they don't owe me the 2,500 riyals. I want to know why he said that they owe me money, and now they say they don't, and I wasn't ready to take this. He wasn't very convincing as either. So he called his colleague. The colleague was a fellow manager, I think, and I went back and forth with him for probably, I can't remember, for 10-15 minutes probably, and he was saying one thing, I was saying another thing. I showed him all the evidence I had, almost all of them. I gave him all the information, and he said no, we were right. The hotel did not charge me extra or anything, and all he said was they charged me for the previous night, which was right, because I did on the original reservation. I did reserve for the previous night as well. So when they reinstated my reservation, they wanted me to pay for the previous night. But even if I accept this argument, because of all their wrongdoings and everything, I came to the hotel in the morning, like before 9:30, I think, and with their arguments and rejecting all my cards and wasting time with my pound notes, 50-pound notes and everything, the payment and everything, they took so much time that it was almost 12 noon. And we all missed breakfast, which was included with the previous night's payment. What is the point of charging me for the previous night if you're not even giving me the hotel rooms until it's 12 noon? I mean, how is that fair? So even if I accept their argument, this is wrong, because they should have not charged me for the previous night anyways, and also they overcharged me with their own money exchange system, where they convert the when they converted the pound into real, I'm pretty sure they overcharged me, because this was not the current rate. So even if they they were trying to convince me that they only charged me for the previous night, even that was wrong as well. So I did not want to argue anymore. We're here on Umrah, and it's only like almost £500. I don't want to argue and create a scene. I just said that I'm going to write a review and you can keep your money. When I said you can keep your money, the guy got offended and he said, "Oh, you shouldn't say things like that. In Arab culture, it's rude and this and that." No, I said this is my opinion. I will say whatever I want because I've been wronged, and in my opinion, I'm right. And you can't say that I'm wrong because you they said, "Oh, okay," but he said, "We are not wrong. We have evidence." I said, "I have more evidence than you. Okay, you have your evidence. I'll have my evidence. I'll write about you." Then I gave my salam and left. So if you ask me, do you recommend Swissotel Al Maqam Makkah? And I would say no, not because of their location, which is a good location. It's only a few minutes walk from the Haram. Not because of the food, because the breakfast is decent, but because of their behavior and the way they kind of, in my opinion, it was a rip-off. And I don't know if the owners are aware of what's going on in their system, but it's totally, the system, it's laid out in a way you're bound to get ripped off, because if you arrive at the hotel and your reservations gets cancelled and you made the reservations like few months ago, then you would have made it, with the cheaper rates, and if it gets cancelled on the spot when you come in, then you have to pay the higher rates. So that's the kind of rip-off. And if they charge you when you exchange your cash through their hotel with their own money exchange rate, then that's quite lower. They give you lower rates than other banks. So that's a rip-off as well. And if you arrive kind of like 12 noon or something, and they ask you to, if they give you the rooms around 12 noon and they ask you to pay for the previous night, then that's a rip-off as well. Although previously we stayed at Swissotel Makkah, we didn't have these issues. Other people did. You can read reviews. It's available in various review websites and also on TripAdvisor. They had a similar experience, I think, and I did not have this experience in the last time we stayed at Swissotel Makkah. It's the same company, but didn't have that experience. The rooms were better, cleaner, and the bathroom was much better. In the shower area, they had seats to sit on, so it was fine for disabled people if they want to sit down and have a shower. In this hotel, the bathroom was quite small, and I didn't like it at all. So I do not recommend this Swissotel Al Maqam to anyone, to be honest. It is totally up to you whether you want to stay at Swissotel Al Maqam or not, but I wouldn't recommend it. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for future content, inshallah. And I will see you all in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.